Secrets beyond the ice wall, who's really out there? Far beyond the southern seas lies a place most of us will never see with our own eyes. Antarctica. A land of endless ice, blinding storms, and silence so deep it feels otherworldly. But what if Antarctica isn't just a frozen desert? What if behind its towering ice walls lurk secrets that the world's governments desperately want to keep hidden? For centuries, sailors, scientists, and even military officers have returned with stories too strange to dismiss, of glowing orbs above the ice, shadowy figures watching from the distance, and gates that seem to guard something far beyond our understanding. Is it possible that an ancient power, or even an advanced civilization, has been hiding here all along? Could Antarctica be more than just a continent? Could it be a boundary, a prison, or even a protective wall separating us from something we were never meant to see? Tonight, we step beyond the myths and the silence, to ask, who, or what, is really out there? Don't miss the next mystery. Subscribe now. The mystery began nearly 2 centuries ago. In 1841, British explorer James Clark Ross sailed into the frigid waters of the Antarctic and stumbled upon something shocking, a towering wall of ice, stretching endlessly across the horizon. Rising over 150 feet above his ships, it looked less like a natural glacier and more like a barrier, as if deliberately placed to keep intruders out. Today we know it as the Ross Ice Shelf, but to Ross and his crew, it felt like the first hint of guardianship, something powerful, watching over what lay beyond. Decades later, Antarctica remained shrouded in mystery. Maps called it the Great Unknown. Few dared to travel there, and those who did often returned with more questions than answers. Then, in 1946, the U.S. launched one of the largest expeditions ever attempted in the region, Operation Highjump, led by Admiral Richard E. Byrd. Officially, the mission was about scientific research. Unofficially, rumors swirl that it had a much darker purpose. After returning, Byrd gave a cryptic interview in which he claimed there was a land, as big as the United States, beyond the South Pole, a land unseen by any man. His words sent shockwaves through the public. Had Byrd glimpsed something hidden behind the ice? Was there more to Antarctica than the frozen wasteland we're told about? This is where speculation truly begins. Out of Byrd's comments, strange and conflicting theories exploded into life. One of the most famous is the flat Earth theory, which claims Antarctica isn't a continent at all, but instead, a massive ice wall encircling the world. According to believers, this ice wall prevents Earth's oceans from spilling into space. But if such a wall exists, who ensures no one ever crosses it? Flat Earthers claim powerful governments have stationed guards there, mysterious protectors they call the ice wall guardians. Meanwhile, followers of the hollow Earth theory argue that Byrd had discovered something else entirely. They believe he was guided into vast openings beneath the Antarctic ice, gateways to an inner world filled with advanced civilizations. The guardians, they suggest, are not merely sentries, but keepers of these hidden passages, ensuring no outsider finds their secret realm. Then there are the ancient civilization theories. Some suggest that survivors of lost worlds, like Atlantis, moved underground thousands of years ago, continuing to thrive beneath the ice. Others point to ancient texts that speak of imprisoned giants or fallen angels, the so-called Nephilim, who may still walk beneath the frozen crust. A more modern interpretation is that the guardians aren't supernatural at all, but extraterrestrial visitors. Their descriptions, tall, pale-skinned, with glowing eyes, match reports of Nordic aliens seen in UFO encounters. Could Antarctica be home to one of their hidden bases? And finally, a chilling possibility, that the guardians are not aliens, nor ancients, but engineered beings, creatures created in secret military experiments. Genetic manipulation, Nazi science, Cold War projects. Antarctica would have been the perfect testing ground. Whether protectors, prisoners, or watchers, all theories circle back to one disturbing idea: humanity was never meant to cross the ice wall. For those who doubt, the testimonies of explorers, soldiers, and researchers provide unsettling detail. During Operation Highjump, sailors whispered of glowing disks appearing above their ships, crafts that fired beams of energy, forcing the Navy to retreat sooner than planned. Some crew members swore these were no ordinary aircraft, but guardians defending something hidden in the ice. Years later, in 1965, a Chilean research team reported seeing massive, shadowy figures moving around their camp at night. They described them as tall, humanoid shapes, nothing like any animal or human they knew. Officials dismissed it as tricks of twilight, but the shaken scientists insisted they had narrowly escaped something terrifying. Then came the alleged discovery of Admiral Byrd's secret diary. In it, Byrd claimed to have been guided to an advanced underground city filled with tall, intelligent beings who spoke telepathically. They warned him of humanity's violent future, before sending him away with strict orders to remain silent. More accounts followed. In the 1990s, a U.S. Navy pilot accidentally strayed into a no-fly zone, only to be flanked by two glowing orbs, silent escorts who forced him back before vanishing. In the 2000s, a Navy SEAL, known only as Brian, claimed his team discovered enormous humanoid beings encased in Antarctic ice, their bodies armored, their size immense. Before any proof could be taken, the site was sealed and the soldiers sworn to silence. And then there's the story of the Ningen. Japanese sailors described a vast, human-shaped creature nearly 90 feet long, gliding silently beneath the icy waters. White-skinned, with arms, legs, and even a human-like face, it would vanish into the depths as quickly as it appeared. Was it a new marine species, or another guardian patrolling Antarctica's edge? Each testimony adds another piece to a puzzle that refuses to go away. If the guardians are real, why haven't we seen undeniable proof? Many point to government control. Since 1959, the Antarctic Treaty has banned military bases, mining, and private ownership. Officially, it protects the fragile environment. Unofficially, skeptics say it was designed to cover up shocking discoveries. For once, rival nations like the US and the Soviet Union agreed on something, locking Antarctica away from public eyes. Satellite maps often show blurred or missing sections. Strict no-fly zones surround certain areas. Unauthorized explorers are detained before they even get close. And then there are the strange VIP visits. In 2016, U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry suddenly flew to Antarctica, on U.S. Election Day. That same year, Russian Patriarch Kirill also visited. Even astronaut Buzz Aldrin traveled there, only to be evacuated suddenly, with rumors, false or not, claiming he had seen something terrifying. If Antarctica holds nothing but ice and penguins, why all the secrecy? Why all the sudden restrictions? Unless, perhaps, something powerful demanded it. Piece the stories together, and a picture begins to form. Explorers describing towering ice walls. Soldiers silenced after seeing glowing crafts. Scientists shaken by towering shadows. Governments rushing to close off the land forever. Could it all be coincidence, or does it point to the same chilling truth? What if Antarctica is not empty at all, but alive with secrets? What if guardians truly walk its frozen wastes, hidden in the blizzards, ensuring humanity never steps too far? And more importantly, who are they protecting? Us, or themselves? Antarctica is nearly twice the size of Australia, yet over 98% of it is locked away. Behind its walls of ice may lie the greatest mystery of our planet. Are the guardians ancient protectors, alien watchers, or relics of a forgotten past? Or is it all an elaborate cover, maintained by those in power? One thing is certain, the ice hides more than snow and stone. The question isn't just whether the guardians are real, but how long they've been here. So the next time you look at a map of the world, remember, an entire continent has been sealed off from us. Maybe the truth isn't lost. Maybe it's simply waiting, just beyond the ice wall.